Just a minute, we're going to be talking with a political expert to see if this trend can actually be generalized. But first, let's broaden this out with more young people. What about other, maybe older millennials who may be entering the workforce, finishing grad school, starting a family? Matthew Thomas Oberly is part of the leadership with the group Young Republicans. It's anyone aged 18 to 40. So Matthew tells me that he sees Trump orthodoxy taking root. Matthew, overall, let's start broadly. Has President Trump been a plus or a negative for recruitment when it comes to young Republicans?
I think, President Trump being a Republican in office has really helped us recruit, but as well, he kind of speaks to the heart of young people, talking about fiscal policies that will enable them once they leave, college to have a job. More jobs are out there now, and I think in the coming days and weeks and months, people are going to start seeing more money in their pockets. And for, a young 27-year-old like myself, I can do a lot with $50 more a month, $100 more a month, and I think most young people can.
Do you think the attraction to President Trump is in spite of or partially because of his presentation, his personality?
I think that's part of it. I think, people in the Midwest are really attracted to that no holding back, honest presentation that he gives people. He's not politically correct, and sometimes the things he says can be a little crass. But I think people are tired of your standard politician that gets up there and reads a speech that's written by, a staff of communicators who do that for a living. And I think his authentic nature is really appreciated.
Are you surprised that he's resonating on college campuses?
I'm not, because I think he gives a different viewpoint. When we are on college campuses, the young Republicans are 18 to 40 years old, but when you go to a college campus, you hear the same thing over and over, and you kind of get in like a mold of you and your friends. And I think he breaks that, and he offers, to young people a different thought process.
What do you think is really unique to President Trump when it comes to attracting young people?
I think it's very, very simple. It's putting more money back in our pockets. Government should be able to do more with less. We have to do at home more with less. And I think when you can say to especially young people, hey, by the way, you're going to have $30 more in your pocket this month, or you no longer have to pay the fine for healthcare, which can be upwards of $2,000, and young people are healthy. That's the hope. And so that's the biggest thing. It's saying to the public, hey, government needs to do a lot more with a lot less.
Do you think President Trump, his administration, his messages are going to be a net gain or net negative for the party in the long term?
In the long run, I think it's going to be a net positive. Following social media trends, there's actually a Young Democrats for Trump group that has over 200,000 followers on Twitter. I think he definitely will be the next Reagan. That's a really powerful thing to say, because Reagan was a president that did a lot. But I would say he's definitely going to be a net positive.
What do you make of that? You can hear the enthusiasm there. I don't know what you thought. I thought that it seemed real. And you can see that these guys are true believers, and many in college Republican groups out there. But is this just a super vocal, small minority of young voters? Or can this actually be turned into something bigger, maybe a wave?